So cool. Carpeted stairs at the academy here. Oh, that is so cool. A little frightening, the height of the ceiling, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna sit somewhere around the middle. Oh my goodness, everyone's so dressed up here. So excited about this. This looks amazing, partly because it's a restored print. I bet this is not the DVD that I have of Dodsworth, which is just, you know, bare bones, nothing really. This is so cool, and this place, so swanky. Oh my goodness. I'm in the 4th row, and then there's a bunch of reserved seats. Holy, and the sound, the way this room is very, like, insulates the sound, so the sound is very pleasing to the ear. Can't believe this, can't wait to see this movie. Ruth Chatterton during production, crew during production, and Dodsworth. Amazing. I'll send this to my mom. So I know she'll like it. This is proof for all the people who say I'm making this up, that I would never be in this building. Look at that. That's me. That's me right there. If you want to send mail, send it to my mailbox. Cool. Amazing. Look at that picture.
Hilarious. Yeah. When you said that, I was like,
Malton's at the end of the row right now. I'm not going to put him on camera. I'm not trying to, you know, just, I'll put him a little bit. As you can see, I don't know if he was in that shot. Very cool. The big test will be, can my bladder and my dehydration stay at bay for the duration of this movie. What's up, Adam?
Hey.
We just came out of Dodsworth, and not only you were here, I recognized Leonard Maltin sat 1 row back from me and over. I didn't really say, I just kind of winked at him and gave him a little finger gun, but yeah, I didn't.
Wagner, that was pretty cool.
That was amazing. Okay, so I didn't even explain.
I didn't know Angelo Lansbury was still living.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I knew that.
You knew it?
Yeah.
You thought about whether she was.
Well, I keep up with whatever, and also, I watched Murder, She Wrote a lot.
Yeah,
when
me
I was a
too.
kid.
That's why I would, associate.
Yeah, I didn't even know. So it's funny. I didn't know Adam was out here, or here at the movie. Also, a screenwriter I know, William Martell, was here tonight. I went over to him. He sat 2 seats over from Leonard Maltin, and I assumed he must have known him. He's like, no, I don't know him. He's like, when you came over to say hi, I thought you were going to say hi to Leonard Maltin. I said, well, I don't know him. Like, yeah, I admire him, but I wasn't going to say anything to him other than, I just smiled and winked. But he's a very nice guy. Yeah, that was amazing. So there was a lineup of Angelo Lansbury, Robert Wagner. Oh crap, I forget the other names. Eva Marie Saint,
whose name I see on the Walk of Fame all the time on the
Hitchcock movies. Yeah, and a lot of movies.
Yeah, a lot of movies, but it's just a name I've heard a lot and then never.
Diane Baker and who's the Carol
Cook? Yeah.
Was that her name?
Carol Cook, yeah.
Carol Cook, very funny lady. They all introduced the movie. Is that going to go on TV anywhere, like TCM, you think?
They probably streamed on the Academy website, I bet.
Really? Okay.
I don't know. I saw like one of those, notice of filming things.
All right. Well, hey, that's magic of Tinseltown right here. This is like one of the most exciting things for me to be at. Only $5.
Yeah, that was
cool.
Great. I have my
you got your
ID.
Yeah.
So $3.
I
stay in school, guys.
It was $8 parking too, so not bad.
Oh,
actually, it was.
Meter.
What?
Got a meter.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know where to find that.
Yeah, right here on Wilshire Boulevard.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Well, now you know for the next one.
That's cool. Yeah. But anyways, it was amazing. I was so excited. I think I was laughing harder than anybody. This movie. Have you seen Dodsworth before?
Never even heard of it.
Oh my goodness. What's your review?
Okay.
Do you have a review? Yeah.
Yeah. Felt bad for old Dodsworth for a while.
He goes through a pummeling.
It
Yeah.
worked out for him in the end.
Yeah. He gets drawn
Got a younger,
quite
cooler
far.
wife.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen it several times.
Feel bad for what's her name though, the wife.
Ruth Chatterton?
Yeah.
What about her?
She's married to this old boring guy.
Well, I don't know.
It doesn't work out, and then now she's to take this boat ride. back to Michigan or wherever they live.
Yeah, Zenith, Ohio.
Ohio, okay.
Anyways, yeah, great movie. I love it. I've seen it several times.
Yeah.
First time. Nobody's seen that restoration on film apparently.
Right.
Maybe on laser projection, but
yeah.
I've never seen the picture that good on it. The opening titles alone popped out to me because I don't know what the camera was just pointed at. I had it over here. Because normally the opening title on the DVD, they're all shaky, scratchy. You know, it looks really. It's obviously an old copy. This looked pristine. It looked amazing. So sharp.
Well, we can thank the Samuel Goldwyn Jr. Foundation
and Lucasfilm put money into restoring it.
Yeah. I suppose that's a worthwhile use of money.
That's a great use. Are you kidding? This movie is so underseen and like underappreciated, even though it is well regarded. And you know what's funny about it? Like it would play on TCM. It's not really like there's the DVD of it. I don't think there's a Blu-ray. And years ago when I saw it on DVD, I sent like a message to Martin Scorsese's like film foundation saying, hey, can you please restore this movie? Because like they find like some really obscure like stuff, like one reel stuff from like old documentaries or whatever, and then they'll restore major films and everything in between. I was like, this movie's got to be restored at some point. Let's not lose it and have the only copies on DVD that don't even look right and they're not the highest resolution. So beautiful place right here. I've never been here before.
Yeah, I was here years ago, 10 years ago maybe.
How'd you decide to come to this?
I like going to old movies.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw the thing on Facebook.
Oh, cool.
And I didn't have anything else going on tonight. And I figure if they're going to show an old movie, it's probably pretty good.
Dude, this is one of my favorites ever.
Why would you just show like a mediocre movie?
Yeah,
Go through
just
the
for
whole
fun.
Thing, restore it just for some
campy old movie, right?
Yeah. I like coming here. Yeah, the Egyptian and the Arrow are they're just either too crowded or too expensive, or I don't like the stuff. I don't know.
And how close are we to that area in Hollywood?
I mean, this is down the road.
This is down. Okay, but it just seems a lot easier to park around here and drive around and stuff.
I mean, any chance to come to Beverly Hills is always fabulous.
I see. Yeah. You know, it's like I always.
This is close to me too. I'm just up the road here.
They don't have a concession stand here.
I know.
One thing I gotta
they don't
say.
have one at the. I go to these like. Because at the Hammer, and again, no concession stand. They've got to clean it up. And
and which I get popcorn. That. I don't blame them because people are. I used to work in a movie theater. I swear, like, it was people would leave entire full bags of popcorn on the floor and on their seats. I'm like, why would you even do that? Large sodas with this much drink out of them, and they just leave them there. We're cleaning up like a stadium of dirty or of food and drinks left over. But I appreciate that, although the challenge for me is drink enough water before and then not have to get up and run to the bathroom in the middle of the movie. I made it for a little uncomfortable, but that was my fear was, oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Like, I didn't get a chance to eat a big meal first and slow the water. Anyways, great film, great experience. I'm gonna send this to my mom because she loves Dodsworth as well. It's one of her favorite movies too. Yeah, she said she was holding her breath the whole time she was watching it when I showed it to her. All right, we're filming.
You're filming what?
I'm filming the phone call.
About what?
Listen, do you know where I was last night? Do you remember me telling you something?
No.
Well, guess what? I was at the Samuel Goldwyn Theater on Wilshire Boulevard seeing a restored new print, never before seen, of Dodsworth at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Theater. Beautiful, pristine theater. I've never seen a theater. Everything's carpeted. They got the big Oscar statues everywhere. There's no concession stand because they don't want any food in the theater or water or drinks messing the place up. I had to hold my stomach, hold my, until the end of the movie. That was fine. I made it. And
you can go to the bathroom. You can go to the bathroom during the movie.
I didn't say there's no bathroom. Who said that?
Oh.
Who said there's no bathroom? 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 Who said that? I just said I had to hold it. Well, first of all, I couldn't drink much water, so it's like I went before and then I held it and I had to go number 2. That was bad. My stomach was ballooning up and my bladder is about to burst, but I was fine. I've never seen Dodsworth look this sharp and that clear. But not only that, I had no idea about the rest of this. It wasn't just a screening of the movie. You know, the movie was screening because Robert Osborne, who used to host TCM since like '94 when they went on the air until close to when he died in 2017, Dodsworth was one of his favorite movies, and he had it play on there. That's how I heard about the movie. It was on TCM. So, because they were playing it, and partly as, you know, in memory of him and tribute to him, they had some of his friends come out. His friends included Robert Wagner. Do you know who he is? Okay, great actor. Acted in movies for decades. Eva Marie Saint. You know her?
What?
Eva Marie Saint. She was there. Okay. A lot of Hitchcock movies and a ton of movies. They had Diane Baker. I know you probably don't know her. All you younger people, you may know her from Silence of the Lambs as Senator Brewster, I think, who says, "Get that thing back to Baltimore." But she's a great actress. She's been acting for decades. They had Carol Cook, who I didn't know before, but she was very funny. They were all friends with Robert Osborne, and they had 4 rows in front. I was in the 4th row, sitting about 30 feet from the stage. They had all these people talking about their friendship with Robert Osborne, what he meant to them, and one of them, the last person I'll mention, was Angelo Lansbury.
Oh my God!
So they were all there about 30 feet in front of me talking for like 20 minutes about Robert Osborne and how they met him, their friendship with him, going back to some of them, the 1950s. So this, to me, it was like this mythic night of like these people that I've, you know, from my imagination that I've seen on screen. And Dodsworth, they said, was all filmed on Santa Monica Boulevard. So that's where I'm headed today, right by there.
Oh my God!
Yeah, of course I knew, you know, yeah, we knew it was on stages. I told my mom that, but I didn't realize Santa Monica Boulevard, it was all filmed on there. I'm going there to do another video with the guys who play video games there today, Mob Crush. But I can't believe it. Angela Lansbury was there. I used to watch Murder, She Wrote when I was a kid. I used to watch her movies, Beauty and the Beast.
You seen her?
Yeah, she was right there, like 30 feet in front of me.
What? God!
I had no idea she would be there. Then, after they all spoke, and they filmed the whole thing, so I don't know if it's going to play on TCM. Maybe they're going to present it before Dodsworth, or maybe just the Academy's website. But they were filming it, and at the end, man, I've never seen so many staff there working to assist with everything, to make sure everything went smoothly. You have to empty your pockets before you go in. You know, they don't want anybody bringing in outside food or, you know, anything dangerous or filming anything. I mean, we're allowed to have our phones, but you have to go through metal detectors. But beautiful building. And then after they all talked, the host of TCM, Ben Mankiewicz, came out and talked about Robert Osborne. I had no idea he would be there. That was incredible. He's the guy you see introducing a lot of those movies. And now they have several more hosts as well who are great. But I couldn't believe it. He was there too. I was like, what are they on all for before Dodsworth would play?
Oh my God!
And here's the wildest part, it was only $5, the ticket. I couldn't believe it.
What?
Yeah, I thought it would be more expensive. If you have student ID, it's $3. It's getting hot in here.
There was a lot of people there?
It was packed, that was the other thing. So I think somebody was saying, actually Adam, here's the thing, I saw several people I knew there. I saw Adam Papagan, he was in the back row, he said. I saw William Martell, a screenwriter that I know and I've met. Leonard Maltin, the movie critic, was sitting 1 row back from me and 1 row over. Leonard Maltin was the guy on the Harold Lloyd DVDs who does all the documentaries about Harold Lloyd. And I was wearing my Harold Lloyd shirt. I should have said hi to him. He was very nice saying hi to people. I was just like, I don't want to just go up to every famous person, but I should have said something to him, but I'm sure I'll see him later. He was there with his wife.
Wow.
And it was incredible. The audience was laughing so hard. I think I was laughing harder than anybody, though, at the movie.
Why they were laughing?
Because it's a funny movie.
Dodsworth?
Yeah. Do you remember Dodsworth?
That's funny.
You don't think it's funny?
No. I think
Then you're wrong.
Walter Schuster's heart is broke.
Yeah, but you remember there's funny moments in there.
woman.
Yeah, but when he said at the end, you've got to stop growing younger someday, and you know, Fran was trying to get him back, and she's like, you think you'll ever get me out of your blood? He said, maybe not, but love's got to stop someplace short of suicide. The whole audience burst out laughing and cheering. Well, what do you think an audience is going to do at that moment? The audience just burst out laughing and cheering.
Yeah. She was foolish.
Yeah.
Because he loved her so much. And she wanted, what the heck she wanted?
She wanted to recapture her youth because she was getting older, but her husband was even older and set in his ways, and so she wanted to feel like, you know, she was younger and younger men wanted her, or any other men wanted her.
Anybody out there, don't be like her, because keep your man no matter what, because you know what? Nobody's gonna love you like you first one. No one. So keep your man and don't go after these young yuppies.
Well, and remember too, when she was lying about her age, she said, oh, it's my birthday today. She said, I'm turning 35. And then, and the other woman, I forget her name, but Mary Astor, who played her, who's the woman Dodsworth gets with at the end, she says, oh, you look, you know, believe me, when you get to my age, you stop wanting to count years. And then Fran says, oh, I hope I look as young as you when I'm your age, even though she's younger than her. And she says, I hope I look as young as you when I'm your age. The audience laughed. And then when Mary Astor said, I'm sure you will, the audience laughed even harder.
Yeah.
You don't get any of that, what I just said.
I do get it.
But it's a funny movie. How can you say, how can people laugh? You laughed. I laughed.
I know it's funny, I know, but in some moments I think the woman was foolish.
Yeah. But on the train sequence, everybody was quiet and listening to that.
Yeah.
When Dodsworth left on the train.
Yeah. She was very foolish to believe. To go after that guy.
That's what some people are like.
No.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Keep your guy and don't let him go. Because if you let him go, let me tell you what's going to happen. Someone is waiting in the corner to get him. So don't do it.
Anyways, it was amazing. I want to go to so many more of these events because the people there were so nice. The audience loved it. I talked to some other people I saw there. The person who sat down next to me, I just started talking to her. She's apparently been to a ton of this stuff before. She's met Robert Osborne. So anyway, these people are so into it. I'm like, this is my language. This was like the best time in a theater I might have ever had. One of the best nights in LA I've ever had. And you missed it.
My goodness.
And everybody looked great. Eva Marie Saint, Angelo, Lansbury, Robert Wagner. Everybody looked so good, and they're all probably by now, most of them in their 80s at least. Robert Wagner, I'm not as sure, but maybe 70s.
I think Angelo Lansbury is close to 90.
Yeah, probably, and she looked great.
Wow.
I mean, I remember her first movie, Gaslight, from like 1946, I think.
Yeah.
She was like 21 in the movie, or maybe younger than that. I don't remember.
Oh my God.
I know it look weird right now, but I'm protecting myself from the sun. Anyways, it was incredible. I loved it. I definitely.
Lucky to be there.
Yeah, I want to go back there a lot. I'm so glad I went. I didn't know if I wanted to go drive out that way, if parking would be bad. Parking was easy. Turns out there's free parking there on the street. I didn't know that. I parked in a garage. But it wasn't expensive. It was just $8, and it was just incredible. I loved it. Everyone was so happy to be. People were dressed up so nice, and everyone was so happy to be there. The sound in the theater, the picture was beautiful, and we were watching an actual film print. It wasn't a digital projection.
Wow. This is great. My God.
So now I'm gonna get back to work, and I'm so, you know, excited. Yeah, I'm so excited by that memory. I can't believe that's one of, like, I never got experiences like that that much before. Even with the AFI Silver Screen in Maryland, you don't have these same people here. And AFI is a fantastic theater, but you wouldn't have people like, and they have a lot of filmmakers come out there, but to have all these people, Eva Marie Saint, Robert Wagner, Carol Cook, and then Ben Mankiewicz come out, that happens right here at this the Academy Theater.
Wow. Wow. My God, what an experience.
Yeah. It was unbelievable. And everybody was so funny on stage. They were telling such great stories about how they knew Robert Osborne, because he used to be an actor too, and a lot of them met him when they were acting in movies or plays together. And actually, Eva Marie Saint said she just remembered on stage, she didn't even think to mention it before, but in 1950, she was in a stage version of Dodsworth. Because it was also a play, it was a book, it was a radio show, a radio broadcast.
This movie is so, I mean, it's probably one of the only movies it matters, you know.
It's a perfect movie.
It's so incredible. I mean, the story is so real, you know, and the acting, everything. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad and it's funny and it's so real. And it's so moving, and it's as modern as anything today. With the emotions that happen in the movie, it's so clear the battle between, you know, Dodsworth and his wife.
I mean, the thing is, he loved her so much, and he forgave her. He forgave her so many times, you know.
Right.
But in the end, he couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, just too much.
It was probably, in the story, she was the love to his life. But, like you say, gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
And start new somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, ladies out there. Don't do it.
I was just surprised it's so modern, given that divorce, I imagine, back in 1936 was a lot more looked down upon than today.
Oh, yeah, and that's why she tried so long.
Right.
So much. Yes. So anyway.
Just amazing. Probably the best night I've had in LA since I got here. I was so thrilled to see this. I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah. All right. Great story. Great night, you know.
Yeah, and so now I'm going to go keep doing more work. I'm writing my movies. I'm so glad I went to that. I almost didn't want to go because I was like, well, it's going to be a long drive. It wasn't really that long. It was just it takes a long time to get anywhere. And I was worried about parking and stuff, but no, it was wonderful. And I had no idea they were going to do the discussion beforehand with all those celebrities.
Wow.
So now I'm like, wow, who are they going to bring out next time?
Wow. Well,
so when you come here, maybe if you behave, I'll get you a ticket for there, for the Samuel Goldwyn Theater.
Yeah, I have to go tomorrow to see the other one.
Right, Mr. America.
Yeah.
And
okay, are you still filming?
yes. Hold on, one more thing.
Okay.
I forget what I was going to say because you distracted me talking about Mr. America. But yeah, when you're here, you should definitely go to that theater. They got a lot of great theaters here, you know, historic theaters, but this one was beautiful, and the ceiling wasn't too high. I was a little scared at first because the ceiling was a little high, but once the movie started, I got, you know, distracted by the story, and I didn't worry about the ceiling being high because I was so close I had to look up a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. It was amazing.
Wow. Wow.
So when you're here, definitely you should come out to a screening of something like that. I can't imagine, what are they going to play? Because that was such a perfect movie. What else could they do? Almost nothing can top that, but maybe something can equal it at some level.
Yeah, you'll find something. Anyway, okay. Well, thanks for all of this. It was very enjoyable and oh my gosh, very lovely to hear. Okay.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
I'm gonna have to go.
Okay.
But when you finish filming, I need to talk to you.
Okay. All right, that's it for the filming for now.